We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
The third year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in to get some points.
The connection made. It's Graham. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
On first down, it's Haskins. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the Packers.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. He's got his tight end Fant. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Get 300! Get 300!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got him in, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. Fights him off. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago, and we still have more than a half of football to play. It's a first down.
Got it, 42, Mike, 42. Coming to you, coming to you.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Landry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
First down, Denver.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception and half. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. Duke Dawson picks it. And an alley to run. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give, running right, Lindsey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Haskins. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Tighten down. Put it 50. Hey, you block over here. Shit. Jam.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 36.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Hey, check. Mike 21. Hey, 88. Hey, Delta. Check. Mike 21.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. He's going to let this go for the end. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. As the first half is winding down. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point attempt here still to come. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Jump out! Hey, wahoo! Check my 21. Double dog, that's the way. 21, Mike 21.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A gain of 9.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers, and you know you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
You just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it third down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to third and 3 now. Haskins on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off around the 41. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Green 18. Check, 47. All day, baby, all day. 25, check 25, check 25. Kill. Green 18 down. Kill. Turn up. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. And let's pin the mirror.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Back now at Lambeau. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The pass there complete to Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play. First down. Haskins now 9 of 17 through the air.
Check. He's checking crack.
Now Haskins on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They go play action with Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Haskins. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
319. Check back 21. All day, baby. All day. All day. Hold. 319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Simmons. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be caught just inside the 10. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On the delay, Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 47 Mike. Back north. Mike 47. I'm here all day. 47.
To throw is Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though